Horford, no luck.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Here's LeBron, and he banks in the layup. James has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done, taking the Hawks to the top of the East, few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Hardaway's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Shumpert in there for James.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense. The Hawks were fantastic last season. After the All-Star break, they did slip up a bit, struggled against teams over 500.
They lost the last 3 games of the regular season, Clark, and really just limped into the playoffs. Some of it might have just been fatigue.
Yeah, it could have been, and their play at the end of the season did leak into the playoffs, Kevin. I mean, you could see very quickly that they weren't the same team that looked so dominant during the regular season. Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now, here's Scott. To the inside. Splitter passes to Scott. Just 5 on the clock. Forward, good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
And Fry slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
The Hawks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Hawks.
He doesn't get the second one. He got it up. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Hawks ahead, up by 6. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Bazemore at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Horford, following the basket by LeBron James. Three-pointer. Atlanta gets it back. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Kicks it to Moscow. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Iman Shumpert. Poke loose. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. It's Hardaway that time on the assist by T. Hardaway has got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta. You look back last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home last season. Not a bad way to help unveil that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue of Meek was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Feeds to Bazemore. And the 3 off target. Now Cleveland moving it up. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from James.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Atlanta with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. At the top of the key, Thompson. And stolen by Horford. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for LeBron. And Horford, here we go. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And he gets it to go.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And stolen by Scott. Here's Korver. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The first one falls.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.